Nah,
No, okay. Yeah, yeah.
we all good now. All right, y'all. We got Squeak Ru in the house.
All right,
What
can
it
you
do,
see me?
Squeak?
What's up, homie?
Oh man, nothing much, man. Just getting ready to get this broadcast going. You know, you got a lot of fans still hanging on to you, bro.
Oh yeah, I appreciate the love, man. You know.
Ain't no question. I'll let you know when they start coming in the room. Okay. Yeah, we on. We good. We good. So what's up, man? Introduce yourself.
My name's Squeak Ru. I hail from Inglewood, California. You know, uh, as far as my rap camp is Westside Connection. You know what I'm saying? My group is all from the I. I guess I'm considered as a veteran out here on this West Coast. And in these streets.
Ain't no doubt. Where the root come from in your name?
It's from my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Inglewood. I'm from neighborhood Piru. You know what I'm saying? So the rule is just, it's a last name for my first name, streetwise.
Hey, man, I try to advertise and let everybody know I was gonna have you on, and I had a couple people hit me and say you was from Inglewood family, and I'm like,
Uh,
nah, how would a Roo be from Inglewood family? So somebody pointed me to Peacemaker, where it had Inglewood family under your name. Can you explain that?
so what happened in that is that, and this is what I was trying to explain to a lot of the homies and stuff, when you're doing like television stuff or movie stuff, especially when it comes to reality TV, a lot of times producers and stuff, they just want their own type of story. You know what I'm saying? The story what sells to, and they going what's the best story that fits them sometimes. So in that incident, I was really just a mediator, like my man Malik, who hosted the show. So you know, I got a lot of homies from Inglewood family. My brother, younger brother of mine, G Love, he's from Queen. He's from Queen Street, in which say I function with the Queen Street real tough too. Really, like I do most of the neighborhoods in Inglewood. So I was really just a mediator, just trying to get a situation resolved. So from that point, the producer guys took it as we got two brothers from rival neighborhoods and we're gonna try to bring them to have peace. But really, I was just, like a mediator, man. So from that, they wouldn't put the Inglewood family under my name and ran with it, you know what I'm saying? So it was like nothing I had, once they had the film and ran off, back to Hollywood, they cut and sliced it how they wanted to, you know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why the show didn't really develop because the show got a good response. But what I was trying to explain to them is if you go into the neighborhood with the wrong intention, a lot of these cats ain't gonna let you in their neighborhood, and then you're gonna have a bigger problem. Saying you're not gonna resolve. You're gonna make the matters even worse than what you're trying to, help do. You know what I mean? So you can't go into these neighborhoods and just tell your own story. You know, and that's what happened with that, man. But I ain't gonna lie, I got a lot of flack from that. I called from penitentiaries, all kind of places, and they were just, saying, "Oh man, this is Squeak and Win family." But saying reality, England family, my homies. You know what I'm saying? I function with them real tough.
Yeah,
So it's just it's like a second neighborhood in a sense.
I'm glad you cleared that up. I already knew that's what it was, man. But
Yeah.
even L, when I called L, the one that hooked me up, my partner that hooked me up with you, he said the same thing. He said the producers had made a mistake. But that go back to me why I like to cover our own shit. And like
Yeah.
you said, when you have ill intentions, people want to accept you in a neighborhood. And I've been accepted in many neighborhoods because, from the magazine that you're aware of,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
my intent, man, and people know I'm about this culture, man, and I don't turn my back or look at a nigga sideways because he gang banged or he made some bad choices in his lifetime.
Exactly. And what it is, man, with the I always tell dudes like this, man. You from your neighborhood because that's just happened where you happen to be from. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like when your parents moved and settled down, whatever gonna settle, they didn't do it. So hey, let's go move over here so my son or daughter can be from neighborhood Piru or from Rolling 60s or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Your neighborhood, just you evolve from your neighborhood just from having love from just amongst the cats around your block. And y'all develop this friendship and this love and this bond. And that's how the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, come about. And it comes about because we here to just protect each other in our own little section. You know what I mean? So somewhere along the lines, you know, things got mixed up. And that's how we ended up where we ended at even today. You know what I'm saying? So as I gotten older, I learned to, like, when I see cats that we used to be at each other's throats, when I see them cats in the street, when we in line, you in line paying your gas bill or your bills, or you in Little League and your kids is out there, when I see them cats that I've been knowing for 30 years or so out here in the streets, I'm glad to see them dudes. I don't care where they from, you know what I'm saying? Because in reality, you got a lot of dudes that I know that's Crips, they with the business, you know what I'm saying? And so we formed that respect. And to come through the 80s and the 90s gang affiliated and to survive a lot of that, man, a lot of us, we blessed, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to turn 49, homie, on the 1st of January. And I'm blessed to even be here through the things I done been through in life, you know what I'm saying? And because I got a lot of homies on the yard, they never coming home. And if I go to that cemetery, if I go to Inglewood Cemetery, homie, I can spend about 3 or 4 hours in there visiting homies. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, cats that's with some of my homies, I look at them, I'm like, man, my homie was only 19 when he died. You know what I'm saying? 17 when he died. And I'm still here after all this time. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing. So, you know, man, so every day I get up, man, my whole thing is, you know what I'm saying, I'm just blessed, you know?
Yeah, well, and you nailed it when you say you made it through the 80s and 90s and rivals run across each other, man. It's almost like both sides is happy to still be alive and probably wondered if you was alive or dead. So, you know, it's a tough feeling to describe, but go ahead.
No. Yeah, I feel you on that, homie, you know. Um, man, you know, man, I reflect back on some of the things I've been in, man. I'm like, man, it could have been over with. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I count my blessings every day.
Right. So we gotta write our own history, man, and that's what I'm about. You know, I used to write, but nigga getting old
Yeah.
and eyes hurting is too much. I'm a lazy nigga, so it's too much work for me to be doing all the work myself. So this is a lot easier for me, and I'm glad you came to spend this hour with me. Um, give us a little bit about junior high school and high school you went to.
Man, I went to Crozier, man, and I went to Crozier, and that's where, you know, a lot of times where your gang affiliation really start off at. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm from Florida, and I got here in the early '80s. You know what I'm saying? I had my mom's moved here in the early '70s, and I kind of was back and forth from here to Florida with my grandparents, but I finally came to stay for good in the early '80s. So when I came from Florida, this was a whole new, you know, gang, man, on everything, homie. My first month, I heard about gang, I stayed in the house. I wouldn't even, they had to push me to go outside and play. You know what I'm saying? And once I got into school, and I had a cat, man. His name is Vance Dean, man. He from matter of fact, he from Compton's Most Wanted. CMW. His name was Bird. My homie, he passed away a couple of years ago. But Vance lived in Inglewood, homie, and that's the first person that took me under. He took me under his wing, homie, and he started explaining, you know, gang stuff to me. You know what I mean? And then when I got to Crozier, man, and you know, I met a couple of, you know, they my homies now, and then that's when it all started because I was in the girls, you know what I'm saying? And when they at Crozier, all the girls like the gang members, homie. So, you know, that's how I really got involved in something. I really didn't really know how, you know, what direction it was getting ready to take me in, but that's how it happened for me. You know what I'm saying? Then I just once got to the neighborhood, just started building this love for, you know what I'm saying, homies. You know what I'm saying, your childhood friends. Y'all start building this bond, and then you know, so it's like we got to protect each other. And then I got, you know what? I got kicked out of Crossing, man. I had to go to Audubon. And that's, man, hey, Audubon was no joke. I got chased home and the whole shenanigans, you know what I'm saying? So, and that was some crazy times. And this is the mid 80s. You know, gangbangs is all time high, man. You know what I'm saying? The crack era is just starting to take over. You know what I'm saying? So it's all gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? It's either you with it or you're not.
Right. So what high school did you go to?
I went to Inglewood High. You know what I'm saying? Signal for show. Man, I love Inglewood, man. You know, I loved high school. You know,
Who was
I had a
some of
lot
the
of fun.
cats you hung out in high school? I know you was friends with Big Dulo.
See, like, yeah, me and Dum, we was like, we say Dum, but we was like best friends. You know what I'm saying? And I miss my dog to this day, man. And man, that dude took me on a lot of adventures, man. I did some incredible stuff with him. We had a lot of fun. We got into a lot of shit, you know, and you know, that was my dog. But I got so many homies and names, you know, it'll take us all. It'll take us 3 or 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's that. You know what it is? That's why I always say. I had this. I say, if you say you from Inglewood and you don't know me, then you really you either got to be young or you really ain't from Inglewood. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Hey, how did you get hooked up with Westside Connection?
Well, that happened through Mac. You know what I'm saying? So you know, Q put Mac on, so Mac kind of reached back, you know what I'm saying, to us, you know what I'm saying, at the time, and you know, brought us to the table. And you know, I had been knowing Mac since junior high, you know what I'm saying. You know, me and Mac like childhood friends. So once Mac, you know, Mac, matter of fact, when Mac and Bink was in this group called, they had a little group called First Amendment. So from that, you know, Mac left the group, started doing his own thing, got, you know, saying got with Q, and then you know, him and Bink started meeting up, and Bink was actually sending some beats to for that Westside Connection record. Cause he got a beat on there. It's a song called All the Critics. So Bink did that beat. So we slid him some music. And at that time, Mac had got a production deal. So man, he came back and was like, man, we got to put some more of this Inglewood out here on the map. So he reached out to us, man, got us a deal. And, you know what I'm saying? The rest is, you know what I'm saying, history, as they say.
Hey, so from your high school years and when you started fucking with Westside Connection, NHP and Queen Street was tight.
Yeah. Because, well, see, the Queen Street, it was always, they started out, it was Queen Street Breakers. They was like a breakdancing group. Then, as you know, saying, that's in the early 80s. So then, as the, you know, like the crack movement started, then they became Queen Street Block Hustlers. And then after that, that's when you know, we're gonna go ahead and you had to go ahead and put a B on the end of it, you know what I'm saying? So that's how they end up becoming Bloods. And what it is, Queen Street is really like a section of our neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So they right there like we neighbors, so we kind of like we direct allies, you know. So we always kind of had that, you know what I'm saying, that tight bond. And because you know, we right here hitting all the same corners all the time.
You know, what was I gonna ask you? Your brother's from Queen Street, right?
Yeah, G Love, yeah.
Okay, so G Love, you and G Love, did y'all have anything to do with Queen Street in New Jersey?
Yeah, that's double I. So when my brother left, what happened is my brother ended up meeting Tretch and Pop and mess around with them one night. So Tretch and my brother kind of formed a bond from that. So what they told my brother was, hey, if you ever come to Jersey, you know, come on out here, you know what I'm saying, come get at us. So my brother, he took a, you know, saying the invitation to heart, got him a flight and went out there, and they, you know, saying him and my relative True G, he from Queen too. So they went out there, you know, saying, and they originally the group the Road Dogs. So they went out there, and Naughty took them under, and took them on tour with them, you know, saying, and from that form, they came because before they was Double I, was, you know, they was like the flavor unit. That's what their camp was called. So they did they had a tour days at the Forum one night. So we all in the hotel room, you know what I'm saying? Myself, Tretch, Queen Latifah, Coolio, and I started off saying Double R, which was for the Rotten Rascals, which is KG and Tretch, one of their younger brothers, was their group. So Tretch had this tattoo on his arm say Ill Town. So I was like, what's Ill Town? So they was like, man, you know, that's what we call our, you know, saying our city, you know, our hood is Ill Town. It's an I. So I said, okay, it's two I's, Inglewood and Ill Town. So that's how we started forming. We kept saying Double I all night. So they ran back to Jersey with it, man. Next thing I know, they had a whole block out there. And they had a whole 2 or 3 blocks out there. So they took the Double I to heart. And they, you know, they started being B-Dogs, and, you know, saying the rest is history out there. And man, the first time I went out there, man, homie, I ain't gonna lie, I knew one of the younger homies they was under a federal indictment, man. And that RICO act, I know that ain't no bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So when I go out there, they got like 2 eyes on it. Everybody got 2 eyes on their neck, Inglewood, Ill Town. So if you Google that shit right now, man, it'll say like Squeak Ru, one of the founders and leaders of the Double I Bloods. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that shit, they done been all on gangland and all kind of shit. Because they with the business out there.
Right. Can you put a finger on the year that happened?
This is in 93.
Okay. All right. That's good shit. So Mac ran with Queen Street, Mac 10?
Yeah. Mac lived on Queen. He lived on the block.
And when you said Pac and Tretch, you were talking about Tupac?
About Tupac.
Okay.
You know, Tupac and Tretch they was real tight, because at the time, I think when how they first bonded was, you know, Tretch was running with Queen Latifah, and Pac was with Digital Underground, and I think some kind of tour they was all on together, and they kind of formed a bond because they was under the wing. Let me tell you something. What's crazy is, okay, the movie Juice, Tretch, from my understanding, this is how I got laid to me. So I don't want to make it seem like I know exactly what happened. But from my understanding was, Tretch took Pac with him for that role. What was Pac in the movie? What was the role? What was my name? The role Pac got in the movie, right? What's dude's name? Bishop. So from my understanding, Tretch went to go and he went to audition for the role. So while he there, they tell Pac, man, you know, you want to go ahead and try it out. And Pac auditioned for the role and got the role. You know what I'm saying? And then made sure Tretch had a little part in the movie too, also. But from my understanding, that's how Tretch got that role in the movie Juice.
Was you part of Rep Your Set?
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Well, that happened through my homie Red Rum. You know, Rum called me up one day and was, you know, Rum was, you know, one of the original members, you know, saying the being on wax thing. You know, he kind of called me and told me like, hey man, they getting ready to do something similar to that. And what it was about, they was getting all these sets, and they was just doing, you did sort of like a anthem for your neighborhood. It wasn't no dissing involved and none of that. So I came on, I brought a couple of my younger homies. We did a song for the compilation. Now from that, we ended up forming a group called the Reputables, which included my man G Cell, my man Mike, rest in peace, my homie Red Rum, my homie TC, and my homie Bo and Bam. So it's like it's really one of the hey man, it's one of the hardest blood and crip groups ever, homie. That's never really been showcased. You know what I'm saying? And if you ever got that Rep Your Set CD or the DVD, it's we had a CD in here called the Reputable, man. I still bang that shit to this day.
Cherried Up. That was classic.
Yeah, that was a song I had on the Rep Your Set record.
Right. My favorite out of you was County Jail.
Yeah, that's my shit, man. That's my shit right there.
Yeah, that was some fly shit, man.
I keep getting asked to do a part 2 to that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see why not. That shit was hard. But what it remind me of, what I used to think about, because Ice Cube was always trying to be in jail, in the county jail, or in matter of fact, I think you even sampled
yeah,
part
yeah,
of the song. Yeah,
I did.
And I said, this nigga, Ice Cube got a real nigga that can speak on the county jail. I know he was loving that shit to be a part of that.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I tried to do, man? When I was trying to come up with something that everybody can relate to, you know what I'm saying? And I know if you live in Los Angeles County, if you ain't never been, you know somebody, you had some kind of dealing with the county jail in some form, you know what I mean? So you know somebody been there, you know what I'm saying, your brothers, uncles, your pops, anybody, you know what I'm saying? You know somebody that has something to do with the county jail. So I just try to give you, you know, paint the picture for you, give you that visual of, you know, what really goes on, you know.
Right.
And I ain't gonna lie, I knew people was gonna eat it up, man.
Yeah, you did a good job. Like I say, it's my favorite Squeak Ru song. And I know a lot of people like Cherried Up.
Yeah.
And I think you did one. Was it Big Y and I want to say Trade or give me a second to think about it. I know you did a compilation song with some other dudes that everybody really liked.
Which record?
Excuse me, I'm eating. I wasn't I know I shouldn't be eating, but I'm starving.
It's all good.
I don't know which record it was. I just know I remember hearing it. And a lot of people used to talk about it.
Now I got a song with me. I got a song with me, Trade and Mac. It's called
yeah, that's it.
Gangster Shit Like a Drug.
Big Y wasn't on there?
No, it's just me, Trade and Mac 10.
Okay, that's my mistake. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, Gangster Shit Like a Drug. Yeah. And that's my shit too, man. I like that shit. Hey, that nigga Trade like one of my favorite rappers, homie. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I be that nigga, hey, that nigga say real shit, homie. So on some rap shit, that nigga one of my, I tell him all the time too. I'm like, General, you one of my favorite niggas out here, man. And I just he be getting pushed up under the rug like he be under the radar with shit. But Trey, he can spit, homie.
Hey, you know anything about the formative years of neighborhood Piru and Inglewood?
Well, my neighborhood really originated from Westside Piru and Compton. So the Piru come my homie Big Reach from 20s. So the neighborhood come from 20s, and the Piru come from Westside Piru, and that's how it formed.
Yeah, that's exactly the question I was going to ask you, just to whether you could verify or clear the air on that. I've been hearing it for years, but I never heard it actually come out of a neighborhood Piru's mouth.
Yeah. So what happens is my big homie Robo took my homie Pete because before it was NHP, it was Hyde Park Boys. So my homie Robo was the original Westside Piru, moved to the neighborhood, and then he took my homie Pee Wee to Westside Piru hood, and they put him on, and then he came back to the hood, and that's how we start forming. They started putting it in, and they became, you know, neighborhood Piru.
Have you done any songs with any Chicanos?
Yeah, matter of fact, my homie, Sleepy Milo, he from Pacoima. So I got matter of fact, I got something out with them right now. With me and Sleepy, matter of fact, I did a record. I had a song on my Fat Boy record with Ice Cube called Cali Boy. So we remixed it, and Sleepy's on that version that we remixed, and then I got another song I just put out. It's me, Badass, and cat named Leatherface. So I got some cats from it's MOBG. They out of Pacoima, and they getting down, homie. They the business.
Yeah. They taking over.
So yeah, I got a matter of fact, I got another song with me. It's like me, MC8, and Hutch from Above the Law. We got like a whole little record with all of them, homie.
Yeah, they taking over that whatever that rap is they call it. I forget the name that they call it, but you got a lot of Mexicans rapping English and Spanish, and they got a lot better over the years.
Because truth be told, homie, a lot of their fan base, a lot of our fan base is Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? And cause like, you know, I do a lot of car shows and stuff like that, and you know, it's like from my perception, it's like the Hispanics, they love that West Coast music. You know what I'm saying? That real, you know, khaki suit music. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, moderators, can y'all get rid of Warhead with all that dissing, that internet banging? Get rid of that for. Yeah, Squeak, man. What I was gonna ask you next was about y'all relations in Inglewood. A lot of the black gangs fell out with a lot of Hispanic gangs, man. Around what year did that take place?
This is around like maybe like the I mean, it's strong, like maybe like 10 years now. Okay. 10 years now. Mm-hmm. And what's crazy about it, homie, is really like kind of like the younger generation, because a lot of the older Hispanic guys, we kind of still see each other, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we doing the same thing, like I said, with Little League and stuff like that. And we've been knowing each other since we was going from elementary to junior high and all that, you know what I'm saying? And you got like families intertwined, because I got homies who got kids with some of the Hispanic females, you know what I'm saying, from the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa, you know? So I don't think a lot of times, you know, I mean, this, like the situation's going on in Inglewood, it's kind of senseless to me, you know what I mean?
And I know about the dude Taco from your hood. Is it any other Hispanics from your hood?
Yeah. We got a little homie named Baby Pint. He's Hispanic. It's a couple of them around there, man. It's some of them I really don't know them because they kind of real young. I don't know their names, I know their faces and all that, but yeah, but like my homie Taco right now, he's fighting the Dreamer thing because they came and deported him. So right now he's trying to get back over the border and get and you know, say come home, because he had been here since he was like 6. So they deported him back to El Salvador, homie. He ain't been there in almost 30-something years. You know what I mean? Don't know nothing about it.
Oh, Taco Salvadoran?
Yeah.
That's crazy, because I've been, like I said, I know all about not all about him, but I know who the brother is, and I know his get down. I never heard nobody say that. Everybody call him a Mexican.
Nah. He'll tell you that too. And then he got a younger brother that's doing life right now, Boner.
I ain't aware of Boner, man.
Yeah. He got a younger brother, homie.
Yeah,
homie. He walking the yard with an L, homie, right now.
Yeah, people be all on that racist shit, man, but we all in the same struggle, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, motherfucker gets shipped over the border, brother facing life sentence. I got the same problem in my family as far as life sentences and homies, and man, we all the same, man. You gang banging, and you go wild with that shit. You lucky to make it. Like you say, you see a rival from the 80s or 90s. And then you got a lot of people in the cemetery, man,
Yeah, yeah,
as you alluded to as well.
yeah, homie. Hey, when you, I got a big homie named Clee Dog from Bloodstone Villain, homie. And when I go visit, Flea, Clee died in 19, I think it's 92, man. And when I go and I go look, homie, and I see he was only 25 years old. But at the time, in my mind, he was like a 40-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at it, I be like, man, the big homie was really young, like a kid, like us. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy to me. And so that's like I say, when I look at some of these guys who just didn't make it past 1995, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of guys like that. You know, in them 80s and them late 80s, them early 90s, homie. You know, you was going to funerals, 2 or 3 funerals every month. And that's why I look at a lot of that's like I look at the gangbanging situation like today. I look at it, I be like, man, this just some commercial shit. Cause I be like,
ain't no doubt. It's
I be like,
commercial.
man, I be seeing certain niggas, I be like, a lot of these niggas out here right now, homie, if them 80s and them 90s, you niggas would have quit. You wouldn't want no part of this shit. But especially when I be seeing dudes just walking around flamed up, and I'll be honest, as a B-dog, homie, that was hard to do. You know what I'm saying? You just couldn't put no flame up and just go any motherfucking where. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you had some red on, homie, and you was in the wrong spot or somewhere, you was getting addressed. So it's a lot it's different now. You know what I mean? And that's why I be like, this shit, it ain't the same shit. Then you got a lot of these niggas out here who I call them weekend OGs. They be a lot of niggas who come around on the weekend. They give younger homies the wrong information. They'll tell a younger homie to go do some bullshit, some shit they wanted to do at a time. You know what I'm saying? When they was younger, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Now these niggas is, they established, try to have a good job, a good family, whatever. Then they come around on the weekend and tell young niggas to go do bullshit. You know what I mean? And them the type of niggas, homie, I press the line on. Because why give a young homie wrong information? Tell him how to get the shit that you got. You know what I'm saying? Tell him, because like it's something. I got 4 boys, homie, and what I tell them is, you entitled to your own mistakes, but a lot of them I made for you already. So I kind of laid out this blueprint. So I'm not gonna give you no wrong information, and that's the same thing I do to my younger homies. I'm not gonna give you no wrong information. I'm gonna tell you some real shit because I don't want to go to no funeral. I don't want to see you get no L. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I learned about the penitentiary, that motherfucker don't never close, and it's always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to see you fuck yours off, and then I'm not gonna tell you nothing to go do that I wouldn't do myself. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what's wrong with a lot of the young shit that go on nowadays. And I see the younger generation, especially when it comes to the neighborhoods around here. It's like I done seen the relationship neighborhoods who having been allies 30, 40 years. The shit get fucked off in a night because of some young bullshit.
Yeah, one mistake, man, or somebody getting their feelings and act immediately can change your whole life, man, or two lives.
Because I watched from Inglewood had this bond where Inglewood is one hole, and then I watched it blow up, and everybody at each other's throats, and it be niggas with their own personal issues and won't handle it out like men. You know what I'm saying? And that because like myself, homie, I don't run with no clique of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Or just a certain clique. It's like I function with all my homies the same way. You know what I'm saying? You cannot place me in no clique and say, well, man, he He part of that little, that's them niggas right there. I function with all homies the same way.
Yeah, I commend you for telling the youngsters the way it's supposed to go, man. We need more people like you to do that. A lot of youngsters, as you know, we was all young one time. We don't always listen, but you know, a solid dude give you some solid advice, man. It's a good chance that person's gonna listen, and you ain't no telling how many lives you might save.
Yeah. Man, I mean, if you say one, you did the job. You know what I'm saying? But I look at, I take advice from homies who always told me real shit. I look at advice from homies who, because I had homies tell me bullshit. I had told me something, oh, well, you ain't no man unless you went to the pen. Nigga, that's bullshit. Because I've had a homie from the pen call and say, hey, Squeak, don't come up in here, homie. So I don't want to see you in this motherfucker. Because this ain't nowhere for you to be. You know what I'm saying? And I have one of my homie Mike Ski told me, and this is what I always live by. He said, gangsters move in silence, and he said, you your best crime. I've always carried that torch, homie. Because they don't. If a nigga gotta do something, it don't take no group of niggas to go do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't spitting nothing but facts, man. All
You know what
real
I'm saying?
talk. Go ahead.
So I'm like, I just try to live by them certain rules, man. You know what I'm saying? One thing I don't like doing, I don't like looking over my shoulder. I don't that's why I don't fuck with nobody. And that's why, like, if you make me mad, if a nigga make me mad, 9 times out of 10 niggas gonna say, man, what you do to Squeak? Cause I don't just go around fucking with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't get in niggas' business, none of that type of shit, man. And the way shit is now, I don't keep no passenger. It ain't one nigga that say he roll around me every day, or you can't no nigga tell you I roll around with them every day. I be solo bolo, homie, cause I don't even, I don't know what type of luggage the next nigga got carrying them with him, and then niggas I fuck with, they kind of fuck. We kind of function the same way, and then we meet up, we function, we do our thing, and then we go back. We go back until we meet up again. You know what I'm saying?
So,
And
Squeak, you say you got 4 boys. You got any
you know,
girls?
I got 6 altogether. I got 2 girls and 4 boys.
Where you raising them at? Y'all still in Inglewood?
Inglewood, well, I got 2 in Florida. They in Florida, and the rest of them is here.
So you still reside in Inglewood?
Yeah.
How you feel about the gentrification that's going on?
I mean, you know, it's got its pros and cons, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy to see, white folks walking up and down Market Street. You know, they in the rouse, walking their dogs, and they not, they not scared. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I tell people this. And if you're a white person, you're in your 40s, maybe your early 50s, you're not really afraid of black folks. And you know why? Because you know everything about us. You do everything we do. You've been functioning since we've been growing up. You listen to our music, you know, all our lingo. So when they moving in, they don't have no problem. Cause the Crips and Bloods is a household name. They know all the shit, man. So they don't have no problem moving in here. And then a lot of them can pay this rent. 2,100, 2-bedroom, 2,600. You know what I'm saying? And from my understanding, they once that stadium get up, it's gonna be this motherfucker gonna be a high ass ticket around here.
Yeah, I seen on the news where they hit some Inglewood families and some Legend Crips to try to
And
clean
you know
up
all
the
that
area.
shit, man, all that shit was political. That was because Bus was running. It was election time. You know how they do. It's
Yeah,
election time. I gotta make it look bigger than what it motherfucking is. Because the shit they did, it didn't really need to be on the news, man. It wasn't no big shit. It wasn't
right.
no big shit. They just that's all for them cameras and to get them voters in that voter booth, man. But like where I'm at right here, I mean, I'm right here on Market Street, right? Right here on the corner of Market and Florence. In Florence and La Brea, what it is. Used to be Jim Litt's Cadillac. And that's one where the tram is getting ready, the tram getting ready to come through here. But right here, They just broke ground. They finna put a city Target and a Trader Joe's. So you know what come next. You know what I'm saying? When they put a Trader Joe's in your shit, you know the white folks coming.
Yeah, ain't no question. So does the neighborhood have a safer feel to it now?
Nah, man, because this is LA, homie. You can get it anywhere. It don't matter. You can get it in Beverly Hills. It don't matter. So like that type of shit don't mean shit to me. Well, it's safe over here. Then it ain't motherfucking safe.
How you feel about somebody like me? Say I got my uniform on and I'm belling down a main street, down 500 block or something, right? And but a white dude, I'm gonna have problems, right? But a white dude can bail down there. That motherfucker, it's cool. I mean, do you ever think like, damn, we go hard on each other, but we just leave white people alone?
All the time, man. All the fucking time. And see, that's why I don't know how he got mixed up, homie. But that's why I say to you the way I say about you from where you from, just because that just happened where you live. You know what I'm saying? Because man, as I had gotten older, homie, I put it to you like this. I used to live by this a phrase we say, I'm down with the homies right or wrong. Then I started realizing, be like, man, that's kind of like some bullshit, because what if you doing some foul shit? How can I be down with you if you doing foul shit that's gonna harm me too? You know what I'm saying? So I had to start being smarter about the decisions I make, the niggas I hang around. Because if you don't benefit me in a positive way and you're gonna take me down with you, why am I fucking with you? You know what I'm saying? But like how you say that right now, homie. I don't be having no beef with Crips. You know what I'm saying? And I don't diss or none of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I had to explain this to one of my homies one time. Because he was talking how B-Dogs talk. You know what I'm saying? So I use the term Crips when I was talking about Crips. So he asked me why I say it that way, and I said because I know Crips that I function with, homie. So if I came over here and I dissed niggas behind their back, and then when I turned around, I got in their face, and I function with them, but behind their back, I'm dissing and talking, you know what I'm saying? That's a fake nigga to me. So I got to carry myself the same way I carry myself all the time. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to switch up because I'm around the homies now. You know what I mean? That type of shit it be fake shit to me, homie.
Yeah, I agree on that, man. I talk about that a lot too. Every now and then I might diss two hoods at the max.
Let me tell you what happens. You diss when when a motherfucker did something wrong to you the wrong way, homie. The real shit gonna come out, because that's how you feel about that. And it just like you might just feel about that particular person. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to do with no whole set of nobody.
Right.
Like I don't fake no fun. I know some Crip dudes that genuinely just don't like me. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple of niggas I don't like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It might be something personal or whatever. It's something the nigga did. It don't matter. I just don't like that nigga. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is with me and that nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just keeping it real.
But in growing in age and in business, being professional, whether you rapping or got a liquor store or a clothing store, you tend to grow up, man, and realize that shit ain't about nothing. And like you said, it's fake if you're gonna talk about a motherfucker, then be in his face and you're not dissing no more.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I can't. That shit just ain't in me like that, homie.
Hey, so what's up with Inglewood and Compton NHP? Did y'all ever have friction, or do y'all click up together?
No. We used to I had a couple of homies from out there. We used to function, but it's been a while. And I know that whole the whole Compton thing is they got their own little, you know, their own little beefs out there with, you know, certain hoods don't get along or whatever. And that shit crazy to me too, you know. So, but we had a little bond. They used to come to the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? A couple of times we would go out there, you know. So it was always, you know, we did have a little bond.
Mm-hmm. Hey, before I go, I mean, I'm gonna let you say anything you got to say, but before I go, I want to ask you, uh, at one time, all the blood gangs in Inglewood got along.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
And then
and it shit happened, homie. And you know, it kind of blew up. You know what I'm saying? It was some beefs here and there, but to this point now, it's kind of calmed down. Homies, you know what I'm saying, kind of mutually, you know what I'm saying, they function with each other, you know what I'm saying? And the and then it was because a lot of the young homies, and what happens is they don't really know each other, but they coming into bonding with each other now, you know what I'm saying? So that bridge that wasn't there is kind of forming back, you know what I mean? So you don't really hear no Inglewood on Inglewood shit really, you know what I'm saying?
right, your boy Slim Capone, he said, "Cues to the rules."
That's my homie right there. Hey, that's my childhood friend right there.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Slim, man.
Yeah.
We got mutual friends. That's how I know him.
Yeah.
Uh, man, anything you want to say to the youngsters or to my viewers or anything on your mind you want to get off your chest?
Hey man, just if you wake up tomorrow, you blessed, man. And don't take that for granted. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then on some professional shit, just hey, check me out, Squeak Ru, on my Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And just be looking out. Off for now, we getting ready doing we doing working on another record right now. And I just want to say, just everybody out there, stay blessed, man.
Hey, y'all got any Samoans or Tongans from your hood?
Nah, homie, but hey, I had an afro one time. They thought they was thinking I was Samoan for a minute.
That's funny, man. This was a good interview, man.
It's all love.
Let all your homies know you did this interview, man, so they could check it out. I appreciate you, dog,
It's all love, man. You know it all the time.
and I wish you success with the rest of your music career, man. And if you got any projects coming up, let me know, man. And you can always come back and fuck with me.
For sure, man. For sure, man.
All right, peace out, bro.
Peace, homie. One love.
All right. All right, y'all. So Michael Duro called me. Y'all know who Michael Duro is, the bounty hunter dude with life without in prison. Michael Duro called me at the same time I was getting ready for this interview. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload that tonight or tomorrow, depending on how I feel, if I should overload y'all with content or not. Um, and it was just a small, brief conversation, but he wanted to clear the air on the bounty hunter's origin. Um, I guess he felt like he was being slighted or something, or there was people reaching out questioning his information, and it's real interesting because what he's going to try to tell you guys, um, and not just for the viewers, but for historians, he want everybody to quit trying to argue, debate, and make fun of other people's history and just fill in the holes. You know what I'm saying? Just give your factual representation and fill in the holes. Everybody can't possibly know everything that happened in the history of the Crips and Bloods, but to clown somebody else for their story is not cool. Um, and just try to stick to the puzzle that I'm trying to put together. Just throw your piece in there, piece and piece, and and quit saying this person didn't do this or didn't do that and wasn't there if you wasn't there to actually correct that person. So anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I'm working on my top 10. Um, that'll be coming pretty soon. Little Caesar wants to come on tomorrow, and Jimmy Lavender wants to come on tomorrow and get a top 10. So if them OGs want to come on and do their top 10, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We could just keep going to the end of the year, bro. I'm with it. I'm here. I'm here for y'all. I'm here to give y'all content. You know, I apologize. I'm not in California, but shit happens. I'm still doing the best that I can. 1,600 miles away, and hope y'all enjoyed the Squeak Ru interview. Shout out to L and everybody tuned in and watched. Shout out to the couple people that left a little something in the such as Anonymous American and whoever else I might have missed. But appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know how we do it here. Y'all take it easy. Don't forget to like and share, and tell your friends to subscribe. Peace.